are Slipknot. You're watching Loud Times Video Magazine. My name is Corey. I'm the singer for Slipknot.
Chris, number 3, percussion.
Well, the response the album's been getting has been overwhelming. I mean, we're a fairly young band. It's been unreal. I mean, we've been touring the last 5 months, 3 months in support of it, and it has gone from just like a small, hardcore group of people knowing about us to slowly generating a lot of insanity as far as like a lot of people go. You know, I mean, it's like every town we go to, more and more and more and more people know of us or have heard of us and want to see the sickness, you know. So I mean, it's having a definite reaction with kids who are they feel disenfranchised with the music scene that's going on today, which I'm the same way. I think music today is, except for like a few certain examples, is crap. I think it's fucking bullshit, and I think people should stop buying into that. I think they should stop listening to the corporate gut and start listening to their own. So I think the message that we're putting out is helping the album and helping kids find us. So I think that it all goes hand in hand that way. The bands that are out there that are really stepping it up are Amen, really good friends of ours, total family. Head PE, can't wait to hear their new stuff. Puya, we are complete bros with them. System of a Down, I think, is like one of the few bigger bands that are really staying true to what they do, you know what I'm saying? As far as like doing something that they believe in and not selling out to the cash cow, you know? I mean, that's not kicking music out as a sense of product, but kicking out as a sense of self. And that's, you know, that's what we've been trying to do for the last 3 to 4 years. So those bands are you know, along with us, are trying to keep it up to the point where music is still expression and not, you know, this week's fucking talk of the month. Slipknot was started in 1995 by Sean and Paul. We all knew each other through playing in bands together around Des Moines. And, the very idiotic music scene, because there really wasn't any. You know, we were basically playing to each other. So we all got to know each other really well, you know, coalesced with our goals and dreams and what we really wanted to do, you know. And that, when Slipknot started to form, like all these like particles started to come together, you know, like a star. When a star is being born, like it starts to suck all these things in and contract, and that's the way we were, man. I mean, we all gravitated towards each other, and that's when we all started to realize that we wanted to do this as a dream. Like in the other bands that we were in, we were the ones that were basically kind of pulling the rope, kind of carrying the load, you know. This band is made up of every person that was in Des Moines that really wanted to fight to make it and not say, hey, we were from Iowa, that was an excuse. No, we wanted to do this because we wanted to do it, and that's what we did, you know. So we brought our own ideals and we brought our own beliefs into it, you know. And you know, people left, people came in, and the rest is history. We've all agreed musically. That's been a benefit of being in this band. We all want to make a difference. We all want to make a sick noise. We all want to make the best music that we can, and that's helped us as far as you know, keeping it together. You know, we all know the common goal. We all know what we want to do. So I mean, the people leaving hasn't been because of musical integrity. It hasn't been because of differences like that. It's been because we knew we were stepping it up, and people changed over the years, you know. And those people are still, you know, to this day have the mentality of Slipknot, but, you know, they're no longer in Slipknot. I tell you what, man, it's hard for a kid today to really understand what the hell is going on, you know? I mean, it's like people don't want to take the time to talk to anybody anymore. They don't want to take the time to help them realize what the hell is going on around them. And adults today seem to feel like they need to shelter everyone, and that just turns freedom into safety, basically. You give up a little more freedom every day just for the illusion of safety. And that is going to hurt a lot of kids in the future. They're not going to be prepared like kids who grew up, 10, 20 years ago. They're not going to be prepared for it because you've got totalitarian, idiotic, freedom fascists that want to come at you and try to force beliefs on you instead of letting you develop them yourselves. There is no guidebook, really, to develop what we've all had to go through. You know what I'm saying? I mean, luckily, kids today are still fighting through it, but it's a hell of a lot harder than it was when I was a kid, So all I can say is just raise your middle finger, wade in head first, and don't give a fuck who gets in the way. The whole reason we did this was because of, going back to the music as product thing. Music was basically a template for a bunch of fucking hot guys to get up and sell a bunch of records that don't mean anything a week from now. You know what I'm saying? So we were like, all right, here, we put this mask on. You don't know who the hell we are. Deal with that. We're not about our fucking faces. Then we put on the coveralls. We're not about fashion or trends or our last name or whatever. Here's my number, here's my barcode, here's my fucking tribal S. This is Slipknot. And that's what it's always going to be about. It's always going to be about the music first and us later. And that's always what it's been about. Of course, we're going to, push that as far as we can, I mean, we don't give a fuck if anybody follows us. We just want people to love our music. No, we're not a political band, really. I mean, we keep in touch with what we need to keep in touch with. We keep our eye on what's going on. But we don't try, like I said, we don't try to push our beliefs on anybody, We just try to do what we do. We are who we are, and that's all we need to fucking be. Except for, make the best music that we can and give it to people, As far as beliefs goes, I mean, it doesn't really matter because somebody's going to fucking make their own belief tomorrow anyway, So, as far as political agendas go, I mean, some of us are whatever, some of us on the other hand, it's all bullshit when you come right down to it. It's either good music or not. It'd be like asking somebody on the street what their political beliefs are. If they want to tell you, they'll tell you. If they don't, they don't.